You're not gay, right?
That's not your business.
Oh, but you make the gayness a lot of people's business when
No,
you
I don't.
discuss their.
I make it no one's business. Do you want to act like a
Do you live
man, or
in
you want to
hell?
play? Do you want to
Do you
talk
live in
like a
hell?
man, or do you want to? Hey, look. I put aside my time. I thought you wanted to deal with issues to help folks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I don't
Yes.
want to play the woman's game with you.
Ooh, ooh. All right, guys. All right, guys. So on this video, I got my casual internet friend react to this weird, I guess, thing that happened with Jesse Lee Peterson and Ethan Klein. I'm gonna give him a little bit of context about this funny little incident that happened between Ethan Klein from H3 Podcast and Jesse Lee Peterson, who's this like red pill manosphere guy, like who's also like about to be like 80 years old. He's got very weird, controversial like takes, right? So Ethan brings them on because I guess he watches or he's very friendly with Tom Segura on Your Mom's House podcast. If you don't know Manny, Tom Segura is like a comedian, stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He does also a podcast, very successful podcast with his wife, Christina Pavisky, or Christina P. And he's got like a, it's like he's got a network of podcasts. He's quite successful in his own right, and as well as Ethan. He runs like almost a daily podcast schedule. Like he's very active. He just had his recent show taken off with what's his name, Hassan Piker. Something went wrong between those guys. Politics went a little too hardcore between them. Ethan cried, and then the show was the end. So yeah, like that happened. So now Ethan, he's quite well known for debating people, like a variety of people, like
Right.
freaking Andrew Tate duplicates, or gurus, or apologists, or even XQC,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even had XQC doing like the worm, right? So now his newest target is Jesse Lee Peterson. He saw that Jesse Lee Peterson would be an easy get because he was able, Tom Segura from the Your Mom's House podcast, he was able to get him. So, you know, he had some connections he could easily get him with. And so he got him on, I guess through like Skype or FaceTime or whatever. And so they did like a segment with each other. We're gonna watch the Humanist report, and he's gonna show like the highlights of it. We're gonna react to it, and I'm just gonna show him some of the weird things about this Jesse Lee Peterson guy. Because when I tell him about him, he's just kind of like like an Uncle Ruckus, or the Samuel Jackson character from Django Unchained. He's kind of like one of those kind of dudes, right? So you can kind of understand what I'm saying, without me saying too much of it.
Yeah.
You can understand that. So let's play the video, and let's react.
You're not gay, right?
That's not your business.
Oh, but you make the gayness a lot of people's business when you
No, I don't.
discuss their.
I make it no one's business. Do you want to act like a
Do you
man,
live in
or you
hell?
want to play? Do you want to act?
Do you
talk
live in
like
hell?
A man, or do you want to? Hey, look. I put aside my time. I thought you wanted to deal with issues to help folks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I
Yes.
don't want to play the woman's game with you.
Ooh. Ooh.
You just watched Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast confront right-wing pastor and commentator Jesse Lee Peterson about his sexuality. And as you saw, he got real
See if I can lower it down a little bit.
offensive. Now, for those not aware about Jesse Lee Peterson, he is a Trump-supporting radio host that focuses a lot of time and energy on demonizing queer people. Just to give you a small taste, this is a snippet from one of his videos posted 4 years ago titled How to Stop Being Gay.
The spirit of homosexuality is of their father, the devil. It's not them, the person. It's the spirit that made a home in them. And it came from them overreacting to some sort of a situation in life,
What is that?
whether it's from
What does that say on his shirt? Stop having sex. Ooh. What does it say? Stop having sex out of wedlock. Now this guy, he had sex out of wedlock.
Right.
He has a son, and he's got a woman he never married. So he did the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, why would he be like his thing would be like saying like to justify it is like, well, I did it right, but I'm telling young people not to do it because it's bad because the Bible tells you it's not good. But what are you doing to not trying to maybe, I don't know, correct that,
Yeah.
like, and then tell other people like they shouldn't do it, bro. You already made the mistakes, right? Like you're 78,
Yeah.
right? Like who are you to talk about that shit, right? Like you couldn't do it yourself,
Yeah.
and you're telling all these other people not to do it. Like some people can't like prevent it.
Yeah, it
Right.
just seems kind of weird, like for somebody who's already been through that experience to tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
Like some people would say, like, "Oh yeah, like, this is what you can learn from," but like, it just seems kind of hypocritical, like from his point of view, like the way he speaks about things is just kind of, I don't know, man,
All right, let's go back.
different
from
characters.
them overreacting to some sort of a situation in life, whether it's from someone messing with them when they were kids, or overreacting to an angry mother because you become like what you hate. So it's an
See?
evil spirit, and they can overcome it.
See, another thing he likes to say is like he likes to make the moms into demons. Like he likes to demonize them. He likes to make them sound like they're the worst thing ever. And the only way to, I guess, fix it if you were young or maybe it affected you is to like
Blame it on your mom. Like blame it on your parents. And
know that it was your mom's fault, and blame it on your mom. It's
First
like
of all,
it's a weird thing.
it's already a
man.
red flag. Like for people like that to like blame like their bullshit like on other people. It's not really of a man thing to do in the first place. Like it
Yeah.
sounds. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, come on, dude. Like hold yourself accountable for
Yeah.
certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like after a while, like like it could affect you when you're younger, right? But after when you're an adult and you're gonna still blame your mom
Yeah.
for your shortcomings,
No,
that's just
you can't do that. That's not of
Yeah.
a man thing to do.
That's not a
like,
man thing to do.
And I'm supposed to take advice from somebody like this, like,
Yeah.
it's
That
already
Yeah, he's got his own personal problems. He's
yeah, like,
projecting
just
on.
like, leave your own stuff at home, brother. You know what I mean? Like, just like, you got your own issues. Like, leave that shit at
They
home,
don't
dude.
accept it as a right. They have to see that, yes, they're stuck into it, but it's something wrong with it. And in that, they're able to overcome it. God will remove that spirit away from them.
Well, apparently God didn't remove the evil gay spirit from Jesse Lee Peterson, and I say this because after years and years and years of preaching hate against gay people, one day he made a really big oopsie, which is why Ethan decided to ask him about his own sexuality. Now, the oopsie that he made occurred
oopsie.
on one day when he apparently forgot to log into his burner account or thought that he was logged in and didn't pay attention, but he ended up liking some gay tweets on his public Twitter account. Now, how gay are these tweets, you ask?
Pause that real
They are
quick. Pause that
very,
real
very
quick.
gay, my friends. We're talking two
So how like old do you have to be to like not realize like what you're doing on the internet? Like, just like
It's the my knowledge of that would be that people lie to make money.
yeah.
I think to the dumbest way I could say it, yeah. Like people that agree with you and people that think that their mom's the issue, they'll lean with you,
Yeah.
right?
It's like they'll find somebody to blame, like, for like all
and
the
that
weird
guy's
shit.
preaching that, saying that the reason why you're the way you are is because of your mom.
No. That's wrong. Like, first of all, like, you don't blame the person who brought you onto this planet, for your
I mean, like there's only like I think special occasions when that could happen, like where maybe your mom.
Force you.
No, like maybe she was like just the drug abuser,
Mhm.
and you just saw her go through that. Like not Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer's mom. I think he saw her go through like what was it called? It was called postpartum depression. So
Oh, so like when they leave like their parents, like
no. It was like when they have kids and then like now they're feeling like old, right? It's kind of like midlife crisis for men,
yeah,
but for women, it's like after they have children and shit, their bodies take a toll and they feel like shit after.
yeah.
So then they feel like more shitty and they go through episodes. And Jeffrey saw that. They could say also when he was young, maybe he had like a fever or something like that.
Right.
That kind of affected his brain, right? Maybe melted his brain a little bit,
Yeah.
but also contributing to his mom acting weird could have given him some additional trauma, right?
Right.
But I think that's kind of more of a rare thing
Mhm.
because usually you don't, the mom, usually a mom in general is not gonna be an alcoholic or a crack
Yeah.
mom or
you
anything
know.
like that, right? It's
Yeah.
not gonna be super crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, there's a bunch of cases out there and stuff like that. But like, I don't think this was one of those cases. I don't even think.
I don't think it was like he's just making it seem like it's pretty bad, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's not
Means
as bad.
passionately.
Yeah.
You ask? Oh, they are very, very gay, my friends. We're talking two
Very
dudes
gay.
passionately kissing levels of gay. We're talking mouth to ass levels of
Same
gay.
people.
And after realizing the horrible mistake he made in a moment of post-nut clarity, he abruptly locked out.
They said he said it was apparently his burner. He forgot that he thought he was logged into his burner account.
It
So-
doesn't help the situation.
It doesn't help out.
Doesn't that mean
It
that
doesn't
you
help
were
out.
like, blatantly
And-
trying to like this shit on a burner
And
account?
fool, he put it in private,
Yeah.
so he does not want.
He
people to see.
realized what he did. Like
Yeah.
he realized it in that second. That's hilarious. That's
Bro,
hilarious.
why are you even liking shit like that, anyways?
Oh, like dude,
Who the
like
fuck is on the hub and being like, I love that?
yeah, like why do you like it? Like just like somebody who's trying
Keep
to be
things
like
quiet.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're trying to be a little key, you don't have to like it. You can just scroll past it. You know what I mean? Like oh my god, just putting yourself out there, and putting yourself out there is not really like like the best like
Okay.
idea you can have. Like
Down his entire Twitter account. Now, it's not the first time that a homophobe has been exposed as a closet case, and it won't be the last. But Jesse Lee Peterson is so brazen that he just kept pretending like the entire internet didn't just see him like gay porn on his public profile.
oh,
And he just carried on with his usual homophobic
course.
rhetoric and even attended a straight pride parade after he got caught liking gay porn on his public profile.
A straight pride parade.
that's fucking
Every
wild.
day is a straight pride parade. What
Huh.
are you talking about?
At least for him, just like this guy's trying to do his best to prove that he didn't like gay porn.
Dude, what the hell, dude?
This is the world we live in today, dude. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is trying to pass on an image, and it's so sad on the internet.
What do they
like-
do at the straight pride parade?
I never heard of
They
a
just
straight-
like have competitions where they like watch gay porn and not get hard.
I can't imagine. Oh, there's a chubby right there. I see a chubby. He lost.
You lost, bro.
Oh my
Things
god.
got even worse for Jesse Lee Peterson because in July of 2022, the Daily Beast reported, quote, two of Peterson's
Allegations.
former male associates came out in June with on-the-record interviews saying they engaged in sexual activities with him, while other men say he propositioned them. And the men who Jesse Lee Peterson allegedly propositioned and made unwanted sexual advances towards went on the record in a 26-minute-long documentary produced by a right-wing Catholic website. And I'll link to that down below. We don't have time to watch that. But they basically detail how this man is pretty open and aggressive about his sexuality. Now,
Phew.
after that story came out from the Daily Beast, other
What kind of aggressive?
Huh? It's like how? Like, are you like how do you say this? Like forcing?
No,
men
it's like
to talk
it's like
to
when you take a picture with somebody, like somebody famous, you're like, come here.
Huh? You just like pull them in, right?
Yeah.
Like just like give them a different narrative type shit.
others decided to speak out. One of them being David Pakman, who shared his experience
David Pakman,
about how
I love
handsy
David
Peterson was with him when he was in LA at his studio to be on his show.
That's all I
Was
gotta
he
do. I just gotta
handsy
whistle
at his
that right
office?
there.
He was. He kept, when we took pictures, he was sort of like weirdly hugging me, arm around me in a way that's like, it doesn't raise any red flag. I didn't think he was coming on to me. I didn't feel intimidated or whatever. There were people around. But it was just like, it was the first time I was meeting him, and he was a little bit handsy, and I didn't really think anything of it. Now, in this context, maybe that was something sort of different. He was kind of like whispering into my ear, like not sweet enough.
Whoa. that would raise any man's
Hey,
questions.
like David Pakman, as a non-gay dude, he's an attractive man.
It's just like, dude, like you're not bad looking, but I'm so
No.
sorry you have to like go through stuff like that.
And
like,
Jesse's like a 78-year-old man, I think. So he's like a fresh meat. He's like, I think he says that Dave Pakman said that. He said Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
What's his name?
Jesse Lee Peter.
Jesse Lee Peterson said that. Are you gonna vote for Trump?
Just like
It was
whispered
actually
in his
about
ear.
Trump.
Yeah,
He was,
hold on,
He was
hold on.
kind of like whispering into my ear. Maybe that was something sort of different. He was kind of like whispering into my ear, like not sweet nothings. It was actually about Trump. He was like, and I've said this before, like you're gonna vote for Trump, aren't you, David? You're gonna vote for Trump. And I quite literally thought absolutely nothing of it, like nothing
Just
at all.
gingerly,
like what people are describing. The
He's like the Great White Hope. Vote for
Oh my
him.
God, you gonna vote for Trump, right? Yeah, just come on, man.
I was like
Just
Michael
watch.
Jackson.
Oh, just like in your ear type. Oh my God,
David.
who is this guy?
David.
Oh my God, Jesse, who
atmosphere
are you?
at his office with young men kind of hanging around, the fact that he counsels
This man,
young-
look, in my opinion, this is what you call a grifter, a liar, deceit, like
Groomer?
fake.
Groomer.
Not groomer. I wouldn't call him a groomer, but like, look, I could be wrong,
Huh?
but all these things and the way he approaches things just does not look good.
Yeah.
Like,
it just
as-
doesn't add up.
Yeah.
I mean, it adds up in a weird way.
No,
you know,
it
just-
adds up against him.
Yeah.
But when he's trying to defend it, or somebody approaches
Mhm.
him about that, he kind of shuts down.
Yeah.
Which is like, if somebody were to ask you, Manny, like, are you gay? You'll be like, don't ask me about that.
Yeah.
You'll be like, of course not. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
You're like, like I appreciate you think that I'm gay. Like maybe, maybe you get like
Yeah. 'cause,
hit
like,
on by some gay dude,
Yeah,
but
you
you'll
know,
be like,
just
you know
like-
what? I don't roll that way, bro.
Exactly. Like, we don't have a problem with it, but like, just like when you just over here like, hey, are you gay? And it's just like in your ear. Like,
Yeah, you'll be like, why are you asking me?
Yeah,
that?
like why are you asking me like weird questions? Just like exactly how this guy was coming on to this David guy.
No, he didn't say really. I think he said that he was hugging him a little weird.
Yeah,
So as a guy, like, if you hug another guy a little weird, what does that really mean though? Like, usually when you hug another guy, like when you're taking a picture of him, you're like, like you do
over
this.
the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, right?
I never grabbed the man
But
by
if
his
maybe
waist.
like, yeah, if he's holding by the waist, then that'll be a little sussy.
Yeah, like I don't have any problem with this, but it's just like you're secretly trying to like,
Well, that's a different kind of hold there.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no,
That's
no,
like
no.
that's the Titanic, like
Yeah, huh?
Like I can show you the world, kind of.
Nah,
men with Christian counseling. I did find it all weird.
Now, David Pakman also explains that he didn't really make much of Peterson's handsiness at the time, but in light of all of this new information that came out, it kind of really makes you rethink the situation in
Just
a new
clicked to his
contextual
head.
light. Now, at that point, the dam burst, right? Everyone knew that Jesse Lee Peterson was gay. It was an open secret at this point. And before, when you search Jesse Lee Peterson on YouTube, you would find dozens of videos of him talking about the evils of homosexuality. But after all of this came out in 2022, well, all of those videos that come up when you search Jesse Lee Peterson gay are just of him being gay. And yes, I'm very proud of my contribution to this important discourse. But despite all of this, Jesse Lee Peterson still continued to pretend as if none of this happened and just kept preaching hate. It is absolutely wild. One of his callers had called in, if I'm remembering correctly, and asked him about the gay porn tweets, and he was completely unbothered by it. He just disconnected the call, brushed it aside, and kept going. So it's astonishing to me that somebody could be so hateful publicly while being very gay privately and just have no shame about that, right? He knows that we all know he's a hypocrite.
Look, man. All I'm gonna say is that he's trying to be professional.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it doesn't really seem to bother him. When other closet cases who preach hate were caught before, they at least had the decency to kind of be quiet about their hatred of gay people, but not Jesse Lee Peterson. So he's been able to kind of brush it aside and still pretend as if he's Mr. Masculine straight guy up until this point when the dam broke again, because he went on a very large podcast, the H3 podcast, and was confronted about his gay porn tweets directly. Now, you already got a taste of what he said in that first clip, and as you saw, he got really defensive. You know, if you're a straight guy, you're not going to say it's none of your business. When somebody asks you if you're gay, you're going to say, of course I'm straight. But Jesse Lee Peterson kind of got a sense of where this was going up to that point, and it got even worse as that clip went on. So it's going to get very awkward when his producer steps in after Ethan brings up the gay porn tweets. And just take a look at what happens. It is genuinely insane.
So, well,
Okay, so, dude, like we talked about, like we talked before, like if somebody asks you, "Hey, are you gay?" You'll be like, "No." What makes you think? What makes you think that I'm gay? Maybe like you'll probably be curious, maybe, right? Like,
Right.
but or you're gonna say, "No, I'm not gay." But this guy could not say that.
Yeah.
When somebody like hesitates and goes like, "Why would you think I'm
Exactly.
gay?"
They're just like, dude, it's like a yes or no question. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal
Like, no.
today. Like,
I'm not gay. But it'll be funny. Like I'll be probably saying like, "Why? What makes you think I'm gay? Like, do I sound gay? Do I dress gay?
just
Do
like
I-"
out of curiosity.
Yeah, out of
right? Like, you know
curiosity,
what I
or
mean?
like maybe it's like, are you maybe a masculine gay?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I hear like Jesse Lee Peterson, like he has that little whistle.
I mean.
You know, like what's his name from Family Guy?
Oh, okay.
What's his actual name?
Old man Herbert.
Herbert. He's got that.
I
I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, but I get what you mean, though. Like, you know, just like it's like very open, but it's like, you know, every time you ask him about it, like he wants to pretend like you don't know
He's trying to hide it.
exactly. Like he
I
doesn't
feel like
know
he's
what
trying to
you're
hide it.
talking about. I don't know. That's on him.
That's just alleged. That's just alleged.
Yeah.
But I mean, he ain't doing a good job trying to cover it up.
Yeah, because he's
Or
not.
trying to deny it.
He's not. All he's doing is like, I mean,
He's burying himself.
yeah, like, you know,
Yeah.
just like he doesn't want to answer these questions. So in a way, he
Makes
is
him
burying
sus.
himself.
Makes him sussy.
Yeah.
let me ask you this because I know
Do you have
you
any other topic? One last time, you could talk to your brother-in-law Moses about this, and he'll help you deal with that and overcome it.
Yeah. Jesse, why did you like this? Why did you like
Or
this
for-
tweet by Your Daddy
Or
OnlyFans?
forgive your mother. Forgive your mother,
He's giving a thumbs
and
up.
she will.
Jesse,
don't-
why
I
did you
know-
like this post from Your Daddy OnlyFans, part 2 with Sean Boy UK?
I have no idea
It's
what
too-
that is.
Dude's gonna blame his mom for being gay. Watch.
Huh.
He'd be like, "My mom made me gay. She made me watch a lot of sussy movies."
Oh no.
Men kissing,
I have no idea.
and they're
what that
muscular
is.
and very
This guy
bear-like.
lied to me
They
about
really think
He's
they
talking
really
to his
think that
producer.
You're like running your Twitter and stuff.
Oh, look,
this.
see,
I have no idea. What you
Really?
Amazing.
Wait,
look, his producer starts talking right now.
Yeah.
Like I'll replay that right
that
now.
was the guy right there, right?
Well, he's looking to the side,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He's
and
talking to somebody.
he's talking to his producer
Yeah.
because he's already panicking. Like you can see him panicking. Like, tell me what it say. You know. So let me play that again.
Or
Fans.
forgive your mother. forgive your mother,
He's giving a thumbs
and
up.
she will.
Jesse, why
have
did you
no-
like this post from Your Daddy OnlyFans, Part 2 with Sean Boy UK?
I have no idea
It's
what that
two
is.
men kissing,
I have no idea.
and they're
what that
muscular
is.
and very.
I don't have
very
no
large.
idea.
They really think that you're like running a Twitter and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea. what you're
Really?
Amazing.
Wait, why wouldn't you be running your
Who's
Twitter?
So
running his
why
Twitter
did you
then?
really
Oh
think-
my
Okay,
god.
okay, say that again.
Who the hell is running his Twitter?
Apparently, one of his producers.
Yeah, because like he over here, like he stepped in, like they really think that you're running your Twitter. I'm just like,
Well, then,
who's
and then he was
like
liking gay porn.
exactly.
One of his
Out them-
producers.
Exactly. Like,
And then
out
this is
them,
the
bro.
same guy that doesn't like gay people,
Yeah.
but he's okay with his producer
Yeah,
liking
the
gay
same
shit.
people you don't like working
Yeah,
for you. Like,
yeah.
geez, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
think he would?
Let me go
Are
back.
you?
Why wouldn't you
You're like running a Twitter.
and very
I think
bear
that
like?
lied to me
They
like-
really think that you're like running a Twitter and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea. what you're
Really?
Amazing.
Wait, why wouldn't you be running your Twitter?
So why did you?
you really think he would?
Are you?
Yeah, what-
Is
Why
the
do you think he
producer?
is? What makes you think he is?
Oh, so did you like it?
Yeah, did you like it? Are
Was
you
that-
gay?
I don't know any. I have no idea.
Bro thought he was cooking
Well,
right
Jesse,
there.
this is important. The people want to know.
Who's talking?
Your
Who
producer
is
got real
talking?
quiet. What did he
That's
like?
the guy in the background?
His producer's talking.
The one that said he thought he was cooking?
No, that's Ethan's producer.
Okay.
Ethan's producer said Ethan's producer said that Jesse Lee Peterson's producer was cooking.
Yeah.
Like he thought he was being smart,
Yeah.
right? But he's also like kind of self-incriminating
Yeah.
himself, right? Liking gay porn or
Yeah, like, why would
Yeah.
you think that he's running the Twitter?
Well, then who?
Then exactly. Like, what the
Who
heck?
is?
Yeah,
You?
exactly.
Who's in that office who's liking that shit?
It's like, doesn't make any sense. I
Doesn't
thought you
make any
hated these
sense.
people and you got these people working for you. Like, just
Young
like, no,
guys,
fam.
too.
Exactly.
Young guys.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? He's a 78-year-old man getting like his production and shit is being run by young dudes,
Yeah.
right? Like, and he's being accused of liking young guys.
Yeah.
And so it's
It all just clicks, dude. Like,
I
just
mean,
like,
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Everything
The
just
gay
like
porn?
makes sense. Allegedly. You know what I mean?
Self-report.
It was one of you.
Let's go back.
Jesse,
Are
was
you
that-
gay?
I don't know any.
What makes you think he is?
Oh, so did
Would?
Really?
Amazing.
Wait, why wouldn't you be running your Twitter?
So why did you?
You really think he would?
Are you?
Yeah, what-
Is
Why
the
do you think he
producer?
is? What makes you think he is?
Oh, so did you like it?
Yeah, did you like it? Are
Was
you
that-
gay?
I don't know any. I have no idea.
Bro thought he was cooking
Well,
right
Jesse,
there.
this is important. The people want to know.
Let me.
Your producer got real quiet. What did he like the gay porn?
Oh, this is
Self-report.
awesome.
It was one of you two. Someone fess up.
They're hanging up.
Someone fess up.
They're hanging up. They're hanging up.
So you can say I ran, but you guys said you wanted to talk about real stuff.
This is real, man.
Jesse,
This is a real tweet that was liked.
Jesse-
set aside
Jesse,
time to
an
be on you,
expose
though.
by the
but I
Daily
had-
Beast, they
I
said that
had-
several men had sexual encounters with you, some as long as 10 years.
Oh,
true?
shit. Ooh.
Say hello to Moses, buddy. I'm out. I'm out.
All
I'm
right.
out.
He's
I'm
at-
out.
he-
I'm
He's
out.
at, say hello to Moses, baby.
Oh, he's like I'm not gonna leave.
I ain't gonna
like-
say nothing, and then he just like
he's like-
walks right out. Like,
He's like I'm not gonna make you think you kick me out or
he's like, I'm leaving on my own.
he's like, yeah, you don't want to take the conversation seriously.
After all
What?
your shit, dude,
Yeah.
good luck to you. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, just put it out there. Put it out there for everybody to see on the internet. Jesus Christ.
I mean, dude, like honestly, fuck, I fucking commend Ethan for calling this guy's bullshit. Honestly,
Yeah.
like, dude,
Well,
what?
there's a lot of people out there who like, just like they pretend to be good people and stuff, whatnot. Just like
Not even this is not even good person.
yeah.
Not
Uh,
even good. Like this guy's like he says he like racism doesn't exist. He blames shit on his mother. He like he likes to think that people are bad having sex out of wedlock, even though he has done it himself.
Yeah, it's just like
Um,
it's like a born again Christian. Like
No,
like, I don't know what it is.
this
with him.
guy is like old as hell. He tries to make himself sound like dumb,
Yeah,
ignorant on purpose. Like it's just like you can't take him seriously, but also he is very entertaining, and that's why Ethan like brought him on.
yeah,
But also kind of like wasn't gonna let him off easily, right? Like he was gonna
you have to
kind
call
of
him
like
out. On
he's gonna
certain-
call him out
Yeah.
on certain things, and Ethan is the type of guy that'll be like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna not just be like a nice guy, right, and just have this kind of like conversation where you're gonna look good,
Right.
and I'm gonna call you out on your shit because
Yeah.
you seem to do that shit onto other people. You seem to kind of be bigoted against other people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna challenge you for that. And because you seem to challenge people all the time, you ask people if they're gay, why are they gay? Do they know they're gay? Like they ask all these things, but when you get hit with something like that, you just be like, "Oh, that's personal." It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Nah, man. You can't expect to get personal with the whole world and not expect everybody to like,
Give some shit
give it
back.
back to you.
Give it back to
Exactly.
you.
Yeah, because like just like everybody just gives out the same energy, and like and when you get it back, you can't be mad about it. You
I
know
mean,
what
I don't see how people would even like Jesse Lee Peterson after this.
yeah.
The problem with the that podcast with the your mom's house
Yeah.
is that they just didn't question him about anything and just kind of made it very like goofy and everything like that.
Right.
But they had done it with also with Andrew Tate and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so Ethan maybe saw like, oh, okay, like, your mom's house podcast is not gonna try to debate him on certain things.
Yeah, because he's a guest. Like,
Well, it's not their kind of thing to do. It's like they're like kind of like in wrestling, they're like the bad guys, right?
right.
So they're bad guys in their podcast, and Ethan is like kind of maybe of an anti-hero in his podcast,
right.
and will challenge people in his podcast. With a lot of people he's brought on, like he's bamboozled them with many questions, like
Mhm.
XQC, some guy from the Nexium, it's like that sex cult. That guy was like an apologist for like the leader that went to jail.
Yeah.
So he was trying to like make him sound like innocent.
Like better than he was.
No, make himself innocent and trying to make him not look bad.
Yeah.
And Ethan was always very like, oh, well, what about this? Like, can you explain why this and that? Why was he charged for this and that? And it was a
Yeah.
lot of bad things. Like he was charged for like manipulating women, also like maybe also allegedly creating like CP. So there's a lot of things like that.
Yeah, but
And,
that's the thing. Like that's what's good about E over here. Like you know what I mean. Like he like
he
he
I'm gonna
questions
I'm gonna take a piss.
everything. You know
Hold
what I
up,
mean.
take a-
So,
remember that I'm gonna take a piss.
Yeah, go
pretty
ahead.
bad. Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh shit! All right, guys. Sorry, we had to take a break. I had to take a little piss break.
quick little break. Quick little break. But yeah, let's just take into account. Ethan is a good person. We understand what he's doing. I'm not sure what everybody is gonna feel the same way I do, or me and Hector, or anybody. Just like, but like everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I don't think Ethan is doing anything bad here, and we should actually like
I think he's just challenging him.
yeah, you know what I mean, like he's just over here like, hey man, it's what you say, so like whatever you say goes around,
Well, like his beliefs are like his beliefs are well known,
yeah,
and now he gets challenged, and he seems like he can't take it. He can't take it,
yeah,
and it just doesn't look good for him, and it looks very reflective. It looks very bad for him.
Yeah, because,
is what I
like,
would
you know,
say.
just like, come on, man. Like, you know, you can ask all the questions in the world, but, like, you know, it bothers you when somebody comes back at you and asks you the same thing.
Yeah.
You're like, no, that's
You could
it's not
just
cool,
say
man.
all he could have just said was just, "No, I'm not," and that's it.
Simple
Simple,
stuff.
simple.
Simple stuff.
Now, when I saw this clip for the first time, my jaw was on the floor because so much had happened in such a short amount of time that it was difficult to process everything that we just saw. So first and foremost, I love that Jesse Lee Peterson initially considered sticking around for a while, saying, I don't want to give you what you want by running or something to that effect. But then, you know, things got a little bit too hot for him and he didn't want the smoke, so he decided to bail, which doesn't necessarily help convince his viewers that the allegations are false. Now, listen, the reason why this is so much more devastating for Jesse Lee Peterson is because on his own show, he gets left-wingers calling in to debate him all the time. So if you're a regular viewer of Jesse Lee Peterson, what's wrong with you, first of all? But I could see why you would think that somebody calling in to...
I mean, if you get somebody to call in, he's gonna get trolled all the time.
Yeah.
Anybody could just troll him.
Anybody can troll him. You know what I mean? Like, anybody.
ask him about his gay porn tweets wouldn't really be that persuasive because it could just be somebody trolling. But when you go on a very large podcast and they provide the receipts and you get that defensive and you bail, that puts things in a very different light, even if you didn't believe all the other things that we saw about Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, the way that Ethan's producer, Dan, checkmated Jesse's producer was chef's kiss. It was so weird that his producer chimed in to defend him.
Exactly what it
and
was.
Jesse Lee Peterson, if you notice, looked over to his producer because things were getting a little bit too spicy. So, you know, he didn't know how to handle it. So his producer had to say, oh, you think that he's running his public Twitter account? But it's not persuasive if Jesse Lee Peterson is so homophobic, but yet somebody who works for him is that gay to where they're liking gay porn on the public account. Like, none of this makes sense if you actually believe that he did what he did, and he did, because we all have the receipts. But listen,
It's all very contradicting.
Yeah, everything, you know?
It's like, yeah, like he's against it, saying that people that are gay are demons or whatever, they're gonna go to hell,
Right.
but also works with them.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Just like, how you say, you should, like, show a little bit of appreciation to the people
Well,
that are actually...
like, just be like, I think it would be like if, I don't know, if you work with racists, right?
Yeah,
But since you're getting paid well, you're gonna keep the job,
exactly.
right? Instead
Like,
of
you're
being
not
like
gonna
morally, like your beliefs don't coincide with them, but you'll still take the job because it benefits you money wise.
Exactly.
Which is not really like, are you really a good guy? Like,
it's not real.
you're
You
not
know?
real, but like it's more like, are you really like ethically, like, do you even have ethics?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or you
Like-
just like bullshit. You're
Yeah.
just bullshitting. That's
Yeah,
what
it's just like it's all for a view type thing. you
Well,
know,
it's
like-
just grifting. That's what it is.
Yeah.
even though this is so embarrassing for Jesse Lee Peterson, I fully expect him to do what he's been doing all of this time. He's going to keep pretending like none of this happened, and he's going to keep preaching hate. But listen, every single
Well,
time
this
he brings
fucking
up the
video's like
evils
38
of gay
minutes long.
people or demonizes the queer
Pushed
community,
through it though, didn't we?
there's going to be someone there for the rest of his life to share this clip, to remind him that we all know who he is. And let this be a warning for anyone else who traffics in hate. Be very careful with what you do, because the second you let the mask slip, we will all expose you.
Stop
Jesse
that
Lee
right
Peterson
there, dude.
isn't
Stop
the
that
only
right there, dude. I don't even think this needs any editing, but like anybody should know, like, you know, if you're not what you say you are 100%, you're always going to get put out there.
You're gonna get exposed.
Because people are going to see right through you, and people have that skill to where they can see right through who you are and what you're about, and it doesn't make any sense to put a front, you know? So I would really like to like take this time to tell everybody online that, like, you know, like, don't try and be something you're not, you know? Just be 100% you. Not everybody is going to be completely honest 100%, you know? But
like even whoever maybe would have done it,
yeah.
or it might not even been Jesse Lee Peterson himself,
Mm-hmm.
but anybody in his circle did it. Like, it's just like pure sabotage.
Exactly. It's just like it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It does as to why you would speak about a certain group of people, which by the way, like, you know, me and Hector never had a problem with any of this kind of stuff, but like, you know, just like these days it's, you know, it's
more
one or the other, you know, like
I think we live in California, so like it doesn't really, over here we don't really like there's not really much of a hard stance.
yeah, it's
or,
like we don't bat an eye at
Yeah,
the,
it's not-
the
it's
thought
just
of
like
a
a
man
regular
kissing another
thing.
dude out there. Like, we don't care.
we don't care
you know,
about
just
that
like,
stuff.
Do your shit, but like, you know, just be honest. You know,
be honest.
be honest about who you are, because like you're never gonna get anywhere if you're trying to tell people, you know, that you're this person.
I mean, like, and especially if you have like kind of leaks or whatever that thing is, like where he got self-exposed or somebody exposed him when his producers did that by accident or he did it by accident. Who does that like benefit in the end? Is that trolling? Is that like actually real thing? Like, do you want maybe like views? Do you want to be seen like that? Do you like? Is there a reason
yeah,
why
like,
you
is
do
there
that?
a motive
Is
for
it
that?
fake?
Exactly.
Like, there's all these kind of things. There's all these kind of explanations we can give, but for the most part, the way he seems, in my opinion, he seems like he could be in that community.
Yeah, like a little bit in denial.
Yeah,
you know, just
or
like,
somebody in his studio.
yeah, exactly. But I'm just like, you know, in my head, like in my personal head, like I'm just like, dude, do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, you know. But if you want to keep up with this persona, then you're never gonna be happy trying to fucking block this shit
Yeah.
out. Like, you can't do any of that. Like, you know, just like be who you are.
I mean,
like,
not only that, he says that racism doesn't exist. I saw the fucking podcast with him and H3, and
yeah,
I mean, he got him at first with the Trump stuff that he made him think that he liked Donald Trump, and he kind of had him kind of like, you know, feel safe.
he outed
Yeah.
himself.
Well, he made him feel safe, and to the point where he can kind of like start getting into topics.
Yeah,
And once he kind of got him into that conversation, when it started going a little bit more crazier,
yeah,
then he hit him with that question, and he got stunned.
yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna end this right here. We went a long time, and I'm gonna have to cut it down a little bit. So I'll see you guys for another one. Like and subscribe. This is my friend Manny Roddy, and Manny Rod, big Rod.
Big Rod, Manny Rod. Nah, but yeah, man. The moral of the story, though, be a good dude. Be who you are. Be real. And then,
Be yourself.
yeah, let's have a good night. Let's be ourselves.
Let's be ourselves.
Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah.
real, man, because
Don't lie
nothing
to
counts in
yourself.
this world. Don't lie to yourself. Exactly. Let's be real to the very end, man. Hopefully, I can influence a couple people.
All right, guys.
Keep it gangster. Keep it real.
We'll
Peace
see you
out, y'all.
guys. We'll see you guys for another one. Bye-bye.